Hello, YouTube. How are you doing on this Tuesday? I am smoking a blend called British Woods by McLean. And here is the can. It's a pretty popular blend. Has a lot of key in it, Macedonia. It's a mild to full mixture. I'm paraphrasing what's on the back. I've read it several times. And I'm smoking it in my new Kaywoodie. Here's the pipe. It arrived about, 4 or 5 days ago. And I briefly held it up, I think. Might have been a week. Time flies so fast. There's the little clover leaf insignia. And this is a contemporary one. I love the pickaxe design of the pipe. And I had a question about the stem being slightly canted, and that is to the left or counterclockwise, however you want to print. It's made that way on a Kaywoodie, a new Kaywoodie. The synchro stem is designed that way to start out slightly tilted, and as time goes on, people tend to sort of do this to a pipe, or Kaywoodies, because, with the stem, it can get loose occasionally, so people tend to go like this, a little bit. And the bottom line is that action brings the stem into alignment after a while. The heating and the cooling and the sort of fooling with it. And that's the reason. So some people get a new Kaywoodie and say, hey, wait a minute, it's not lined up properly. And well, that's the reason why. As a matter of fact, if you apply too much pressure to try to correct that prematurely, before it settles in on its own, you can actually twist the sleeve, and the sleeve will become loose, and that's not a good thing. So I'm going to light it up. I lit one, so I'm relighting it now. Excuse me, went down the wrong way. But anyway, I love this blend, this British Woods blend, because of the Macedonian tobacco in there and the Latakia. It's a, like I said, it's a moderate to full English, and I'm getting that taste I like, taste, smell, blend of burning leaves, which I love. Especially when you first light it up. I learned something from my good friend Dion Powell, and that tobacco tends to change a little bit as it goes down into as it burns down. Most of them do. Slightly, some more than others. I've been told that also by some research that the pickaxe shape pipe have you get a little blast of flavor at the end when it gets down into the apex there, you know, the bottom of the bowl. Well, getting too chatty. Love the flavor of this British Woods by McLean. Very good, very good. Had a fine evening last night with my future son-in-law and my daughter and my wife and I. We played a game called Categories. If you don't know it, it's a word game where you you pick a letter, you roll dice with letters on it, and you have categories that are like subjects, and say it's like 12 topics, and you have to do it in time fashion. And say you roll an M, well, you have a bunch of things come up, and you have to try to think quick and match it with the letter. Like it'll be president, then, and underneath it'll be a household tool or whatever. Then you go down, and it's fun. The bottom line, not to get carried away. But we played that for a few hours and listened to some fine music and all out in front of the fire, a nice roaring fire, seasoned cord of wood that my son-in-law stacked outside for us, brought it in, and great time. And because of the snow, they had stayed over, and usually my daughter's at her fiance's place most of the week. She's back once or twice a week to us, but they both stayed over. So I hope you're all doing well, and smoking your favorite pipes with your favorite tobaccos in there. Very nice, very nice. This is an extremely light pipe too, so once it gets cooking, it can get a little hot, but hasn't reached that point yet. But I think you grab it at the very, very, very bottom. It's fine. But I love this, again, not to be redundant, but I love the shape. It's got a little bevel at the top, and pretty nice hefty bowl. and got it off of eBay, but it's new. It's a new pipe. Not smoked. Wasn't an estate pipe. It was like a new old stock. But this one, it's a contemporary. Say, I think it was like mid to late 80s. And you don't find too many Kaywoodies of this shape. Oh, by the way, I want you to say a prayer for Mike of Smokin' Briar. He's had a bad flu-like condition and bronchitis on top of that. And so let's say a prayer for him. And show him some love. And as I think it was Mountain Mike used to say, either that or Wallace. I forget which one. But show him some love, and like I said, say a prayer for him. And he is a wonderful gent, a very generous, nice man, and we are happy to have him in the pipe smoking and collecting community. I'm going to quote Pablo Picasso for the quote of the day, who said, all children are artists. The problem is to retain the artist as they grow up. The direct quote was he, but modern times it could be a woman too, a girl, and so it's to foster the artist in them as they grow up. Pablo Picasso. Give it one more hot shot. So I hope your work week is on to a great start. And everything's good where you are. And I want to give a shout out, of course, to my new subscribers. And thank you for signing on. Every once in a while it takes a little leap, which it has recently, and I do thank you. And I appreciate your subbing. Okay, we're coming down to the end. You know what that means. Happy smoking!